But I don't think the result is fair, in my opinion.
His Excellency said, wrong decision, we do a rematch. So we know he's a man of his word, and there has to be a rematch.
I'd love to see the rematch. I think it'd be a great fight.
Would you be interested in a rematch for this fight?
If His Excellency wants, we're gonna do it.
Two warriors, one ring, a legacy on the line. One is a master of precision, a surgeon with his fists, Dmitry Bivol, the undefeated technician who conquered the greats and dismantled opponents with skill and strategy. The other is a force of destruction, Artur Beterbiev, the only world champion with a perfect knockout ratio. A wrecking machine who turns dreams into nightmares. Their first battle was a clash of styles, a chess match with explosions. Bivol's movement, Beterbiev's power, both men left it all in the ring. But the war was not over. It could never be over until there was no doubt left. Now, the stage is set for the rematch of a lifetime. The battle for undisputed light heavyweight supremacy. The boxer versus the puncher. This is Bivol versus Beterbiev 2. Who is Dmitry Bivol? Dmitry Bivol is a Russian-Kyrgyz professional boxer and the former WBA super light heavyweight champion. He has established himself as one of the most technically skilled and defensively sound fighters in the sport. Bivol gained mainstream recognition after his dominant victory over Canelo Alvarez in 2022, where he showcased his elite boxing IQ and discipline, proving he belongs among the pound-for-pound best. Bivol is a technical, disciplined, and highly intelligent boxer with an elite command of the fundamentals. His style revolves around exceptional footwork and ring control. He constantly moves in and out of range, making it difficult for opponents to land clean shots. A high-volume, piston-like jab, one of the best jabs in the division, used to control distance, disrupt rhythm, and set up his attacks. Efficient combinations and counters. He throws crisp, precise combinations with minimal wasted energy. Elite defense and distance management, rarely gets caught clean due to his head movement, high guard, and ability to dictate range. High boxing IQ and adaptability. He makes mid-fight adjustments, neutralizing his opponent's strengths. Unlike Artur Beterbiev, who is a pressure-heavy knockout artist, Bivol relies on tactical superiority, volume punching, and movement to outpoint and wear down his opponents. Artur Beterbiev is a Russian-Canadian professional boxer and the reigning undisputed light heavyweight champion. He is the only world champion in boxing history with a 100% knockout ratio, winning all of his fights by stoppage. A decorated amateur and former two-time Olympian, Beterbiev turned pro in 2013 and quickly became known as one of the most feared punchers in the sport. He has crushed elite opponents like Alexander Gvozdyk, Joe Smith Jr., and Anthony Yarde, proving himself as the division's most destructive force. Beterbiev is a relentless pressure fighter with elite power and physicality. His style is built around devastating power in both hands. He breaks down opponents systematically, with every punch carrying knockout force. Constant forward pressure. He cuts off the ring masterfully, forcing opponents into uncomfortable exchanges. Iron chin and durability. He can take heavy shots and keep coming forward like a machine. Inside fighting and rough tactics. Uses physical strength to bully opponents, wear them down, and land short, powerful punches. Technical aggression. Unlike reckless brawlers, Beterbiev has a strong amateur background, meaning his pressure is calculated rather than wild. His style is a nightmare for defensive boxers, as he systematically breaks them down over the rounds. If Dmitry Bivol wants to defeat Artur Beterbiev in a rematch, he'll need a smart and disciplined approach to counter Beterbiev's relentless power and pressure. Here's what he should focus on. 1. Movement and angles. Beterbiev is a come-forward pressure fighter with devastating power, but he can struggle against fighters who use lateral movement. Bivol must stay on his toes, pivot constantly, and never allow himself to be a stationary target. He should use angles to create openings and avoid getting trapped along the ropes. 2. Sharp, fast jab. Bivol already has one of the best jabs in boxing, and against Beterbiev, it needs to be his primary weapon. A stiff, accurate jab will disrupt Beterbiev's rhythm and keep him from setting up his powerful combinations. Doubling and tripling the jab can also help control the distance. 3. Body work. Beterbiev is a tank, but no one is invincible. Bivol should invest in body shots early to slow him down in the later rounds. Straight rights and left hooks to the body can help sap Beterbiev's energy and reduce his forward pressure. 4. Defensive responsibility. Beterbiev's power is legendary. Bivol cannot afford to stand and trade. He needs to keep his hands up, use head movement, and be disciplined with his exits after throwing combinations. Clenching strategically when Beterbiev closes the distance can also help minimize damage. 5. Counterpunching and precision. Beterbiev is aggressive, but not the hardest fighter to hit. Bivol should capitalize on Beterbiev's forward momentum with sharp counters, especially the straight right hand and check left hook. Landing clean counters will force Beterbiev to think twice before rushing in. 6. Conditioning and stamina. Beterbiev is dangerous in the later rounds, so Bivol must maintain his work rate and energy throughout all 12 rounds. His conditioning needs to be at an elite level to keep moving, jabbing, and staying sharp deep into the fight. What should Bivol do differently in a rematch? Be even more mobile and avoid standing in the pocket too long. Take more calculated risks. Bivol is sometimes too conservative, and he needs to land shots that gain Beterbiev's respect. Work the body early to slow Beterbiev down. Improve his clinch game. If Beterbiev closes the distance, Bivol should tie him up before he can unleash his power. Bivol has the skills to beat Beterbiev, but it will require a flawless game plan. If he executes with precision, discipline, and stamina, he can outbox Beterbiev and hand him his first loss. If Artur Beterbiev wants to defeat Dmitry Bivol or secure a win in a rematch, he must make key adjustments to break down Bivol's defensive style and outwork him. Here's what he should focus on. 1. Cutting off the ring effectively. Bivol thrives on movement and distance control. Beterbiev must cut off the ring instead of chasing him, using smart footwork to trap him against the ropes or in the corners. He needs to step diagonally rather than follow Bivol in a straight line, limiting his escape routes. 2. Fast starts and early pressure. Bivol is a slow starter, often taking the first few rounds to download his opponent's patterns. Beterbiev should start aggressively and apply heavy pressure right away. A fast start could force Bivol out of his comfort zone and prevent him from settling into his rhythm. 3. Targeting the body relentlessly. Beterbiev is known for his power, but he shouldn't headhunt. Bivol has an elite defense and high guard, so Beterbiev should invest in hard body shots early to slow down Bivol's movement. Left hooks and right hands to the liver will drain his stamina, making him an easier target later in the fight. 4. Breaking through Bivol's guard. Bivol has a tight, high guard, so Beterbiev must vary his attacks. He should mix in uppercuts to split the guard and use looping shots around Bivol's gloves. Feints can also help open up Bivol's defense for cleaner punches. 5. Smothering Bivol in close range. Bivol likes to keep fights at mid-range, where he can control the action with his jab. Beterbiev should close the distance aggressively, using clinches and roughhouse tactics to wear him down. Leaning on Bivol, pushing him, and making it a physical fight could break his rhythm. 6. Staying busy and unpredictable. Beterbiev should not rely on single power punches. Instead, he should throw varied combinations, mixing up head and body shots. Punching in volume will force Bivol to stay defensive rather than getting into his usual rhythm of controlling the pace. This is not just a fight. It is a battle of philosophies. The technical brilliance of Bivol versus the unrelenting power of Beterbiev. The matador versus the bull. The scientist versus the gladiator. Now that we've broken down everything about this epic rematch, it's time to hear from you. Who do you think will emerge victorious and claim the throne as the king of the light heavyweight division? Drop your predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more fight breakdowns, and stay tuned for our next intense fight discussion.